That's crazy.
Hey, y'all, this is Ryan Monceau, and this is Cats, the Cougar Afterthought Show, brought to you by Star Pizza, which has been family owned since 1976.
It's my stomach. It's Star Pizza.
Okay.
I was thinking about that. I was literally thinking about that during the game. And I looked in, I'm like, son of a bitch, it's too late. It's too late.
You know, I took some friendly fire today from people that said, your Star Pizza promotions aren't very professional. You should be more professional about it. And I was going through it. I had it all. I was ready to go. And then you, like, fucking Job of the Hut.
I didn't even get the
Fucking
warning.
idiot.
I'm just giving you my initial reaction whenever I hear Star Pizza. That's just what it does.
It's great advertising.
Hey, y'all, this is Ryan Monceau, and this is the Cougar Afterthought Show, brought to you by Star Pizza, a family-owned pizzeria since 1976. They have great lunch specials. Friday, they'll have the world-famous all-you-can-eat buffet. Okay, this is not going well.
LOL. Not the Ron.
It was Roy, I believe.
Roy, Ron, whatever.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Family-owned since 1976. They've got lunch specials tomorrow, Thursday. It's the pasta and wine specials. You're
Jeez.
going to got to check it out. The specialists went there today. They did a little pregame thing. They're flying to Arizona tomorrow. I'm flying to Arizona tomorrow. But let's talk basketball. 91-45. UH started the game 1 of 7. And it looks like they were still at Toyota Center, hungover from Saturday night. Rallied. Mercy Miller provided a spark off the bench. Terrence Arsenault in the second half shot himself into the in-arena player of the game, 14 points. Galen, what are your first thoughts?
What I noticed, or I guess what stood out to me, was Big J Francis. I just felt how much more aggressive, how aggressive he was. You know, he was really decisive getting into his moves, and obviously we can recognize the improved free throw shooting. But yeah, him, Terrence, as well as Mercy, those guys kind of stood out to me. Mercy, he's just one of those guys. He just has a knack for scoring. You know, it just comes natural to him. And just kind of see Terrence kind of get back to what we know he can be. I felt like this game was important due to the break that they have and what's coming up forward. I felt like it was important for those three guys to play well.
Bradley?
I was real happy to see. I was happy to see them kind of shake off the slow start, and then just go out and have fun and just let it rip and enjoy playing again. You know, I think a lot of people guys got a lot of time tonight. And I was happy to see that. It looked like Mercy came out with the attitude. Same thing with Terrence, with the attitude that, you know what, I'm accepting the role of a backup, but I am going to give you a headache trying to make out a lineup the rest of the season.
Mm-hmm.
I'm happy doing what I'm going to do, but I'm going to force you to make decisions on who's starting and who's not and who's getting playing time, because I noticed a dramatic difference in the way that they played the game, not offensively, just because they their offense is going to come because these guys are alpha scorers. These guys are going to get the rock and they're going to go. But I watched them both off the ball on defense. And both of them were playing much better, understanding and knowing where their player was relative to the ball. And then also immediately when the ball goes up, they're not ball watching. They're locked on to the guy that they're blocking out. And they're working off the ball. So to me, that's what I'm looking for from guys who are going to really work on being defenders. They're going to get better talent-wise and fundamentals-wise, but the effort is what I'm looking for, especially this early in the season.
Mhm.
Technically.
Technically.
Really
I
good.
think that was a really great answer. And then technically. UH had 17 steals tonight.
Yeah.
That's some effort.
Was that more steals than shots?
Steals and field goals.
More steals and field goals. Almost as many assists as they had field goals. UH had more free throws made than they had field goals. You know, it's a fun with numbers game. Doubled them up in points. What can you do?
Mhm. It's funny that like with Mercy, it was in the second half. He had fouled the shooter, and usually that's enough to drive Coach Samp berserk. But it's like he's able to recognize where Mercy is in his development, and I personally don't think that Coach Sampson thought it was a foul. So like you can see him. He called Mercy over, and he was like, "When you're contesting, don't break the plane. Just go straight up and down. You're not trying to block the shot. You're just trying to disturb it." So it's just like I feel like that was like a pretty interesting teaching moment for him because he probably thought he was about to get his ass chewed for sure.
Mercy, it'll come. Don't worry. It'll come.
It'll come, bro.
You'll get it. Slow down. Slow down. I mean, he might end up being that, but, there's been some pretty electric guys. JoJo was pretty electric as your sixth man for most of the year last year. I'm just saying.
Hey man, we gotta chill.
28 games left in the regular season.
We gotta chill. We gotta let guys just. It's a good game. Yeah, we gotta we're Deke led us to a Final Four. It's just let's let Mercy develop, man. Let him grow into his own role. Jeez.
Cougs are 2-0. Malik wears the long sleeves. I have no idea why that's a thing, but that's cool. I'm hearing Kelvin's doing the press conference, and so I'm hearing y'all in one ear and him out of another. And I think he knows it because he just started talking a lot louder. Let's get this out of the way. Tomorrow at 4:00, Kingston Flemings is going to reveal where he's going to college. I'm gonna just throw this out there. You see that logo right over my left shoulder? I think that's where he's going. We're not breaking any news here, but I think that's
Cats.
No, my left. There.
Oh, okay. I'm looking at the left of my screen. I'm like,
That's why I said my left, Towns. You have to. You already have Isaiah Harwell.
I didn't wear my helmet, man. I don't. You never know.
Yeah. Isaiah Harwell, #1 shooting guard in the country. Kingston Fleming, who these people and a lot of other people think #1 point guard in the country. And then you're in a pretty good spot with the next center, Chris Senack. He's not making an announcement this week, but people feel pretty good about where they are with him. If you could pull all three, okay. And you signed a guy today out of Pearland, out of Shutter Creek.
Gotta like that. I like those sleeper picks too.
Yeah. They love a guy they know they can develop for a few years, who in that third and fourth year can be really productive. Or, in the third game, like we've all got Mercy, 6-man.
Well, I know we like to, you always love to see the 4 or 5 star guys, the high rated, number 3 in the country in their position. But, just like Emmanuel, when he got hurt, if he would have played his entire senior year, he would have been top 30, top 40 type player.
He didn't play
everything-
any in his senior year.
Mm-hmm.
No, he literally came here to rehab.
Yeah. Okay, good talk. Let's do some shout outs real quick. I love this new shout out thing. Shout out Juwan Roberts for his greatest free throw night of his career.
5 of 5.
5 of 5.
It was all because he hit that half court shot in pregame that they showed at the very end of the broadcast.
They showed that?
Showed at the very end of the block. I marked that down because I got to clip it.
What they didn't show were the 14 before that he airballed. I was standing there. I was right next to the bench watching him with some of the staff. And, yeah, he airballed and was banking off the 30-second clock up there. And finally made one. And he and Ramon ran out like crazy after that. He went 8 of 9 twice in the spring of 2023, but never gone perfect with more than 3 attempts. So shout out to him. Flip side, JoJo, who went 4 of 4 in the second half at the Race Center, went 0 of 4 today in the second half, and damn near bricked those as bad as any shot you've seen. Galen, I want to talk about that tech flagrant foul, or that flagrant in the first half against Louisiana. They were getting frustrated.
Are you talking about when the kid was doing the too small?
No, that was the technical. But they got a flagrant at the basket. I believe it was a Swan. Went really hard at him. Do you know that opponents get really frustrated playing this style of ball? They just don't understand what they're really getting into and take it out perhaps like that?
I mean, it's definitely annoying when you're playing a team that, first off, you already know that you're going into a game where you know you have a small margin of error. And then you've seen it on film. You've seen it all for however long you've been preparing for the game. And then it's like you get there, and it's just like, damn, these dudes are who they said they were. And it's just like the competitor in you, you might not like it, so you might try to, do whatever it is that you do. But it's when you see an opponent who plays as hard as we play, and we are everything people think we are. But it's one of those things that you only believe it once you see it in person. So like once you see it in person and it's everything that you didn't think, it's like, damn. Like, it's you try to, so we are those guys, respectfully.
So the bench lost 45-39. Came close. They put up volleyball stats. Now I can't see anything I want. Is number 5 better? Xavier had a nice night. He did not play a lot. He played 13 minutes, so 4 more than he played Saturday.
It just felt like his minutes is just when he was looking to score.
Yeah.
And it's just like it's being able to get opposing bigs in foul trouble because of your aggression. I feel like that's going to be that could be big for us, just having another reliable option in the post, because JB, he's athletic, he's long, he's strong. So all that the only thing that we need for to catch up to his physical abilities is just his confidence.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He finally looks in control of his body.
Yeah, it's like his body got too too long, and it's like he just he just looked really decisive, and it was real crisp. That's just what I noticed tonight. Whenever he got the ball, he just looked like he was trying to score.
That's exactly my note that I wrote down for him. It's decisive.
Galen, when you did your arms out like that, you look exactly like Xavier. Like his knees and his elbows. You just, look like
his arms are probably 2 feet longer than mine, but shit. Yeah,
he looks like sometimes he looks like those
just real lemmy, like just lemmy,
like
a branch. Yeah,
like those blow up dolls at a car dealership.
Yeah, on the
Okay,
side
thank
of
you
the
for
moon. That's
finishing
like.
that thought.
Oh, that's funny. That's what I'm about to say.
God, he
God
would
damn, that's
he'd
funny.
probably kill us. He'll probably
Nah,
kill
Galen,
us.
man,
what
that's
what
funny.
time did you get into the wine?
What talking about? I didn't. It was way earlier. I'm drinking water. But nah,
Way.
Towns,
Oh, it's
you
like
funny
7 o'clock.
Yeah, Towns, you funny, man. You funny for sure. But man, when Big J's aggressive, also when Milo. So I feel like I said this last year, early on in the year, when in regards to Jamal, that whenever Jamal was in an attacking mindset, it helped our team because if he was so aggressive, if he's attacking the basket, the big coming up from help side, he has to try to block a shot, and then our guys, they're taught to crash the glass, and it's easy cleanup. So it's like whenever Milos is aggressive, whether he's making the shots or missing them, it just kind of, due to how hard we crash the glass, it gives us a lot of easy looks for putbacks and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, too many times we get real stagnant, and this has been a problem that we've had for years, where we get stagnant behind the arc, and you got 3 guards back there trying to make moves and trying to open up a shot from 3, and then nobody's driving until like last year. Jamal said, "Screw it, I'm taking over." But the cool thing I like, and the thing I really like about Los in this offense right now, is he's not hesitating. He's not sitting back and deferring and waiting for people to do stuff. He's taking it and being aggressive. And then guys got to understand, when you drive, you move the defense, and that moving the defense opens up a lot of people.
It was actually, it's funny you say that. It was like it was in the second half. Lowe's he drove the left lane line, and LJ was on the wing. LJ drifted, and the man who was guarding LJ was watching Los, and it just looked like kind of similar to Jamal and LJ last year, like the chemistry that they had developed. Like I was just like, wow, it's a pleasure to watch. But whenever he's aggressive, and he's also a little taller than you think, so it's probably easier for him to finish over the size that's in the paint. So I just, whenever he's attacking, man, I feel like his aggression is going to be that's going to be what our ceiling can be for sure.
When I was real happy to see whenever I keep calling them young guys, but Terrence seems like he's been here for a while now. But when Arsenault and Miller were both in, both of those guys attacked the basket. There's just something about that's a personal preference of mine, but I know it works. But I like to see my guards get to the rim as much as they possibly can, because it keeps them from being one-dimensional. They're hell of a lot harder to guard, because then you got to know that, okay, well, I've got to be careful because this guy's going to make me look bad, and they can beat you either way, going left. But I'm real happy to see that, because it's gonna help us in so many ways from bogging down, because that's we always hit that. It always seemed like it'd be that third quarter lull. We get up about 9 points, and then all of a sudden we start dicking around on the offensive end, and the ball just sticks. And you got 3 guys standing around the arc waiting to fire it up to 1 second left on the shot clock. It's like, okay, if we get some guys that can get it to the rack, then we don't have to worry about that.
Yeah, it does open up a lot of stuff for sure.
That's by Starnes.
Shout out Starnes, man.
Sponsored by Star Pizza.
Sponsored by Star Pizza. Starnes stat of the day. Maybe his worst one ever.
Oh man, I'm glad they won.
All right, Starnes, good for you. I missed you too, I think. Shout out to Ryan Elvin for showing the Kelvin Campson resort effort and results even after graduation. Yes.
Agreed.
Don't agree.
Huh?
Slow down.
What?
Slow
I just
down.
love the highs and lows of people. Like it's just you lose a game and fuck y'all suck. This and then somebody scores a basket. You're the greatest shit since sliced bread. It's just amazing. Unbelievable.
It is.
You gotta love people, man. Gotta love
Hey, man,
people.
you're lucky you were immune to this because y'all lost a few more games than everybody else. These guys are all spoiled. Y'all lost a few more.
Well, shit, not my last year. Not my last 2 years, where it was 27-8, and then I think 33-4 or 5.
Yeah, 33-4.
That was a lot. That's a lot of dubs, Tom. That's a lot
but
of
when
dubs.
you lose 8, you got people breaking their ankles.
Yeah.
8 times a year.
Shit, we need to fire our coach.
Oh my God, he's so mean to the players. He's never gonna last. The players are all gonna leave.
Oh man, I gotta love people. Well, Tom, where is the one guy in here that was talking? Whatever he was, has he made a comment yet, Ryan?
I don't know who you're talking about, and I'm not. We're not fighting with the commenters.
No, not fighting. I just wanted to see if he said anything interesting today.
I don't even know who it was. To be honest,
told yourself type. Yeah.
That was a long night.
I'm just pissed off we didn't score 100, but that's just weak. We're not good enough.
Oh, brother.
Hold on. She's back. First time this year.
I believe so. Gwen with a Y. Sometimes Y.
That's right.
Haven't seen her all year. Appreciate it.
Thanks for stopping
Galen,
by.
I want you to answer this. How many guys do you play against who are truly ambidextrous? Like, are just as comfortable left and right?
It's funny because I am. And it's like I was asking
my
teammates this, and it was like one of our starting 2 guard. He does everything with his right hand, but writes with his left. Like we have a lot of guys who are like that, and it's just like, damn, is this a lot more common than I thought? But I mean, I don't know if you guys remember. I mean, y'all probably do, but the guy is my freshman year, Devontae Pollard. He shot with his left, shot floaters with his right hand, couldn't shoot floaters with his left, and shot left-hand layups and sucked with right-hand layups. It was just like, bro, you were just confused. Like I just didn't understand it. But it's just like I guess it's a lot more common than because I'm better with my left hand than I am with my right hand for sure.
What all are you ambidextrous with? What all do you write left-handed?
No, I write right-handed, but it's just like everything else, drive, like every other thing I do with my left hand. I only write.
What about?
I do like basketball and throwing stuff, whatever, with my right hand and write with my right, but everything else is left.
Okay.
Kind of weird.
There you go. No, I don't think so. I'm ambidextrous. I play tennis ambidextrous. I throw right-handed. I bat left-handed. Play golf left-handed. Bowl right-handed.
Crazy.
Yeah.
And it's just like
ambidextrous. Yeah. Sorry, my mother's not well, and I couldn't have her hear that.
I'm just all right hand.
Wow. Neat.
That's it.
Parents are 24 minutes. So we got a little clarity on his lack of minutes in the second half. He was struggling to stay warm. The Rockets did not have available any sort of exercise equipment or anything he could use to stay warm at the half or early in that second half, as you normally see in every arena now. And so he tightened up, and they didn't want to push it. And so he didn't play but 4 minutes in that second half. So that's why you saw so little of him late in that game.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
How good, man, he is. We could have used him last. Man, he has.
Boy, no kidding, buddy.
Great positional size, and it's just like I'm just glad that our coaching staff they are breathing confidence into him. Like just, I think Reed Getty said like it looked like the halftime speech was, "Let's get Terrence more shots."
Mhm.
Well,
Like that's how highly they think of him and what he can bring to our team.
I think he
Just
took
demand
13.
that, hey, look, we're going to get you the ball and don't freaking pass it.
Yeah.
But he didn't.
Definitely didn't. And it
No.
looked like it
But
looked
see,
like
that's
that
what
was
the-
a speech.
But that's what it's going to take for these guys. These guys gotta. I mean, they gotta have that in their mind that they gotta be the alpha dog to go and score. Don't sit there and wait for people to score. They got to go do it themselves.
He played 17 minutes in that second half. Took 13 shots. Good for him. Just shoot it. Who cares? Don't forget about Koa Pete. I don't think he is in the cards anymore. At some point, you have to.
That's the 4-man, right?
Yeah.
He was the 4-man. Okay.
At some point, you've got to, as a player, make a move. And, Harwell made a move. It looks like Fleming is making a move. Possibly Senak's making a move. I mean, at some point, there's no room at the end. I think, and from what I'm told, that Baylor and Texas make the most sense for him right now. And we'll see where he goes.
Is he a Texas kid?
I believe he's from Arizona, is what I want to say. Like Gilbert,
weird.
Arizona. Brad, look that up.
So why wouldn't he be considered?
Well, his final five are like Arizona State, Arizona, Baylor, Texas, and U of H. So you got 4 Big 12 schools and UT.
3 Texas schools and 2.
Yeah, he's an Arizona kid.
Yeah, that's what I thought he was.
I mean, it's not out of the realm of possibility.
Probability, though, is yeah.
I think a lot of weird stuff would have to break the same way. But yeah,
it'd be nice.
There you go.
Pretty cool to be in the conversation and get multiple 5 stars in a recruiting class, wouldn't you say? God damn.
Yeah. I mean, you're talking about having 4 dudes who would be top 4 in their positions in the country.
It's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. I mean, that's not surprising. But what did that last comment say, Ryan? No.
Embraces mistakes.
Yeah.
You don't think he embraced your mistakes?
Hey, physical mistakes he can deal with.
Listen. This is like sometimes some of this shit is over the top. It's like, all right, coach, we get it. You're a stickler for perfection, real 50. Like it's like, calm down. We get it. Oh man, me and one of my best friends, we have like a joke about Coach Samp. Like he's just always just on 10, just always serious. Just like Coach, like it's all right, man. It's all right. That's why he's one of the greats, though. So what can you say?
But see, that's when you're away from him. That right there is one of the best stat lines of the night.
It's my favorite stat line of the year so far.
They said he's fouled out of 3 games and he's only played 29 minutes. That's crazy.
Wait. Say that again?
He's fouled out of 3 games and he's played total like 29 minutes. He got 3 fouls today in 62 seconds or 65 seconds of play. That's what they said.
Yeah, Reed came back and clarified at the end. 62 seconds, 3 fouls.
I'm like, yo, hey, bro, how about this, bro? You're 6'10", just tie your hands behind your back. Like, he fouled said 92 feet from the basket. Bro, get your big ass back. What are you doing? What are you doing, bro? Think you about to take the ball from this kid? Look at him. He's 6'9", 280 of pure muscle. Just get back, big fella. Just get back. Save yourself. Man, but it's just like that. But that's just Coach Sampson. He has this joke that he's probably going to say to he's probably said it to Mercy 100 times. He's like, so you know what's the best thing about freshmen? They become sophomores. And you just realize, like, when you're a sophomore, like, damn, I was kind of dumb as hell as a freshman. Like, I was doing some real dumb shit. And it's just like, I just feel like that kid, he probably won't foul out as much in the first 5 games next season. With Jay Evans from ULL, yeah. God bless him. God bless him. Lord knows he was trying, man.
Was he, though?
It was
fouling 92 feet from the back.
It was just hilarious.
Kid wanted to sit down.
And the
like
thing is, like,
playing
he
in the
fouled the shit out of said and was just like, damn, like, why y'all call that? It's like, bro, we couldn't ignore it. Like, man.
It's like, so JoJo, you're off the hook, man. You're off the hook.
That's crazy.
Oh man, nah, buddy, a bruiser. That's no, yeah, for sure. He makes Breon, yeah. Lord knows that's my guy.
This is almost accurate. You'll have, I believe, 4 in 9 days.
9 days.
You play Friday and then Tuesday, Wednesday, and Saturday.
Gauntlet.
And you're going to have a lot of time off in December before December 30th when you play 20 league games in 75 days or 70 days or whatever it is. It's going to be a total war in this conference, but you get a little time, a little downtime in December, but you get these, whatever it is, 8 days, and then you have that 9-day stretch, and then it kind of settles down,
In Vegas, do they go Tuesday, Wednesday, then Saturday?
Yes.
That's odd.
That's ugly.
Yes. From
That's
what
ugly.
I remember,
Galen, how much would that suck as a player, just being kind of stuck there,
Stuck in Vegas, yeah, and you
having
can't
to
do shit.
practice,
Oh man, yeah, that's
knowing you can't go hit the club?
There's a will, there's a way.
yeah.
NIL.
You always go by the pool. I wasn't in the club. I promise. I was by the pool. Meanwhile,
What's the
difference? Exactly. You might be able to get it by a couple of people.
Man, no, that's a Tuesday, Wednesday, and Saturday. That's disgusting.
So apparently they had an event, like a concert or something, on Thanksgiving Day. They couldn't play Thanksgiving Day, and I don't know what the problem is for Friday. It might be a TV thing.
Probably. Yeah, that's a good point.
Because the schedule changed. In the summer, it was Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, and then all of a sudden it became Saturday. I'm going to be sitting there like a fucking idiot with nothing to do, which just means cash is going to be leaving my bank account.
You're just going to video poker the whole time.
Oh, I don't play video poker, but
I
at some point, I'm just going to have to rent a car and drive around so that I don't spend money.
You can only be in Vegas max 3 days.
3 days.
Yep.
Max.
I think 3 nights is the absolute max.
I was there for like 20.
Yeah, but you were broke, so that makes it a lot better.
Yeah, I've been there.
No,
week was enough. I mean, it was more than enough. It's like
more than enough.
I don't want to be here no more.
Hey Ryan, whenever you go to hit this spot called Nacho, like nacho cheese, Nacho Daddy. Elite Mexican food spot. Elite.
Why am I going to go all the way to Las Vegas for Mexican food?
Well, you're going to be there.
You're going to be there, yeah. You might as well.
But
if
the state does not border Mexico, I can't trust the Mexican food. It's like going to Vegas and getting Cajun food. I can't trust that.
Hey, Ryan, I'm trying to tell you, brother, as a
Mexican
food connoisseur.
They got the pipeline straight up from Arizona. It'll be a little bit different than what ours is.
I just don't know about that.
Anybody who's been a Nacho Daddy who's watching,
I'll try it. I'll try it. I'm going to go Tuesday, and I'm leaving Friday. I'm going to Salt Lake to Provo for the football game because Vegas Friday and Saturday are freaking ridiculous. And I'll just go to Vegas or Salt Lake. I'm going to go get my purity after my 3 nights.
Get cleansed.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to the Mormon temple and get you know what I'm gonna do, Brad.
You know what I'm
gonna do?
What's that? Your cougar tail?
Oh,
yeah.
Look at that! Look at that! Jesus loves me. Yeah,
3 days is more than enough, brother. More than enough.
Look at that beautiful cougar tail. Galen loves that.
Absolutely not. What's up with the comments, man? I want to see some more comments. Milking. Hey, brother, don't knock it. That's a guy who's never been to Vegas and who's
Well, I
never
think
had Nacho Daddy.
he could be saying crazy isn't a good thing.
No, I say
He
it's
also
crazy
could
good.
He also could
I
be
took it
saying
as
you're
good.
an idiot. Yeah, it could go either way.
I'm more so on the idiot side of things.
Okay. Well,
See, I'm
you know.
I'm the positive one.
That's a bad question because absolutely the fuck not.
We might get up on Thanksgiving morning
Facts.
and just simulcast the Macy's Thanksgiving parade. Just give you play-by-play on that and talk about that game. But we might not do it
Sit here and just have a turkey leg
at 1 in the morning, 2 in the morning. I think it's an 11:30. What is it? 11:30 Houston tip-off, and that's if the first
How is
3
it a
games.
day? Yeah, they don't. Like, so how is it a day later? And damn.
Well, you get the last game of the day. They're playing all these games in the same arena, and so I don't know. There was when you were going to play Rutgers, I think it was in that third game. It was like a noon game or a 1 o'clock game, but now you don't know when you're going to play on that final day.
You don't want the noon games. Nah, not those.
Well, but if you're playing Saturday after waiting around all day, Thursday and Friday, maybe you do, and just get the hell out. Notre Dame is an 11:30 tip Central Time, so probably midnight, maybe midnight 30, maybe 1 a.m.
Yeah,
because you're gonna. I mean, you're the caboose.
Good thing is I'll actually get a nap in that day for sure.
You probably get 2 or 3.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
I'm going to be caffeinated out of my mind, and so there will not be any of that for me. Galen, what's your favorite Mexican food in Houston? And if you say the wrong thing here, I'm going to have a problem.
Damn.
Give me 2.
I like El Tempo for sure.
Okay.
El Tempo. And I'm gonna have to say La Calle, downtown. Those are my 2.
Downtown
runner up, Papacitos. But yeah, La Calle and El Tempo for sure. Those are absolutely. Shout out to whoever asked that question. Yeah. Well, what's the right answer, Ryan? What's the right answer?
Casa Ole.
You just showed your age to all those who don't know it. Like that's crazy. Casa Ole. I haven't even heard of that in like 10 years.
No ponchos?
I don't know that there's ponchos around, but
they need to bring it back.
There's a reason it went away.
But it was $6 for all you could eat. I think that's the reason it went away.
Ponchos was literally right next door to my junior high, so that was like where everybody met up.
That's what kickstarted your hunt towns.
Yeah,
that's right. So exactly.
If you
and then putt putt was right across the street from that. So then you'd walk around with a pocket full of quarters to go over there after school, have some ponchos, raise the flag a couple of times, and go have a waffle cone and play some Pac-Man or Defender.
Good times, man. Good
Joust.
Times. Were there a lot of pedophiles where you grew up? Because ponchos and putt-putt, I don't know.
I don't think so.
Weird.
There probably was, and we just didn't notice. It's just some creepy dude.
You had a roll of quarters in your pocket, so maybe they thought you were that guy.
Probably.
Galen, my favorite Mexican food right now in this city is Cadillac Bar, and I hate that it's a chain. But there's something about their fajitas that right now, like I don't even care about the meat. How good are your onions and your peppers? Like how good is that? That's
more
what
so how fresh is that? But it's like you go to a Mexican spot called Cadillac.
Well, it's a Tillman Fertitta joint. Cadillac Bar's been around for 70 years. So I'll take you, but I'm gonna take you to Casa Ole too. There's one in Pasadena, I think.
I've been to Casa Ole and was not a fan of their work.
Oh,
Oh man.
they have a $1 margarita happy hour that you might not
But
leave
when you
bed
know,
until
like I
like
said,
3 days.
last thing I heard, last time I heard Casa Ole was 10 years ago. 2 years ago, I was 17. Was not eligible for the beverage. Opinion may change after $1 shit. Oh yeah, you tapping into that for sure.
Brad,
What?
what's your expert
The food.
opinion on the Mexican food?
I don't know, man. I hadn't been out for Mexican food for so long. What's the place right down the street from me? I forget the name.
Delosos
Chilosos. That's
Taco
the one
House.
that's the one I have the most.
Yeah, and Chilosos is my favorite taco in the entire city.
Yeah.
On 20th in the Heights. Been going there for almost 20 years. U of H fan, sits right up there actually. CB Forbes told me about it for the first time and was like, oh, he's like, they got that white queso too. I'm like, oh, I put it right there on the tacos.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Queso is elite for sure.
And the freaking tortillas are just phenomenal.
Can we
Accurate.
stay on topic, guys?
We are.
We talking about the Astros and shit. Damn. What about Emmanuel Sharp's defense? God damn. 4 steals. He
Okay.
was all over the place tonight, man. You know, it's just kind of crazy how whenever
today,
I'm talking about this, what you about to say?
Watching Emmanuel tonight, his kind of, he would screw up and then his get out of jail was just dive at the ball.
Get a steal.
Yeah, just dive at the ball, knock it down, then jump on the ground.
There are worse ways to get it back.
Oh hell, dude! I mean, you got to know what gets you out of the doghouse and use that. Whatever, if it takes diving,
fuck use, abuse it.
Exactly.
Sacrifice everything. You better get that ball back, brother. You better.
You know, we used to have a sheet that we would do a plus minus, but it was based off of everything you did. Like you take a charge, you force a blocking foul or something like that. I would game every one of them, so I would finish top of the plus minus. It's like, dude, I'm getting 2 charges tonight. Oh, slow down.
They're just white people opinion on Mexican food. We don't really need to stay that long.
I think it's crazy with
Mercy Miller also had 4 steals.
Yeah. But
go ahead.
I'm just saying more so from E-Man's development from whenever he was a freshman and early in his career, how little people thought of his defense, and for this stage of his career, like even in the Auburn game, he's guarding their best perimeter player, and that just speaks to the demand of our program. Like you might not be the best defender when you get here, but you're going to notice the importance of defense, and you're going to buy in, and you're going to take pride in it. And it's just like the growth that he's had. It's just, I would have never thought just a few years ago he'd be guarding the best perimeter anything. And it's just like he's able to do that at a very high level. Okay, listen. You can't even give dudes compliments no more because they might say some shit like this. It's like, hold on, brother. Hold on. He's gotten better. He's gotten better.
Right.
Let's enjoy the process.
Oh, it's taking me back right here. Boom, 2 pesos. Back in the day, didn't they have one of those over off of right off of Westheimer, right down from Sam's Boat? Y'all give me a heads up on that. I know sitting you two.
Hey, Towns know all the food spots, current and past,
from 40 years ago.
That's from 1996, son.
That's crazy.
This was before I was even.
That's back
around.
back when the Rockets won the.
I was in the womb. I was in the womb. That's crazy. Damn.
That's back when Westheimer was hot. That was a place to be.
Facts.
And that's exactly why he calls him Crash, because he runs into everything.
Yeah. You know what's funny? Like with Coach Simp, his nicknames are just kind of on point.
Did he have one for you?
No, I was too real for that. It was
Too real.
But it's like, but also
Too real.
Coach Kellen too. Like I remember Armani. He used to call Armani Tiger.
Yeah.
And I think it was like Robbie Armbruster. He called him Coyote, and it's just like it just fit. Like, was that a
it
boy
really did at the
Tiger? Like man, I started calling him Tiger. Like that was very fitting for Monty for sure.
I
can't fuck with the Chachos. Can't fuck with the Chachos, man.
No.
I don't know.
Back and forth between hoops and Mexican food talk, man. This is great. This is great. Only on GoCoogs.com.
Hey, man, the mid-late 90s up to the early 2000s, Friday through Sunday were kind of a blur.
Man, this is great, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. Hey, listen, Ryan, hold your comment.
All right.
I done missed y'all, man. I missed y'all,
you
boys,
too, buddy.
Man, God damn, this is giving my life purpose again. Shit, I love talking about this shit, man. This is great.
I have yearned for you. I've only been to Chacho's once.
Hey Ryan, hold on, bro. We gotta calm down.
What the?
That's a discretion. Hey, Ryan can only get away with shit like that because he's white, man. I swear. I've yearned for you. I have yearned for you.
That meme of 50 Cent in my head. Like,
is that Jay Wang behind you? Hold on, is that Jessica behind you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. You can turn it back now. Yeah. Shout out.
Oh, you're done? Okay.
Good people.
All right.
That was a great way to mask the moment that just passed. I've yearned for you. Oh man, only here, man. GoCoogs.com. Only here. God damn.
I've only been to Chacho's one time in my life, and it was at like 3 a.m. And I was told they didn't start serving alcohol until 2 a.m. when the bars closed. And they were pumping margaritas. I don't even think they had a liquor license, but that place was a total disaster. And I don't think I got out of bed the next day. And that's not who I am. We have gone completely off. That sounds like a lot of work. And I'm not that into a lot of work. No yearning allowed. Fair.
Yeah, fact. Shout out Big Jack, man.
Yeah.
Shout out Big Jack. I remember him from last year. Big Jack always has some valuable shit to say, for sure.
That guy said some things about a basketball player or a football player, excuse me. Wait, I got to get rid of his comment, and then we can have the picture. He was telling Joseph Manjack not to take any shit from me. From an interview we did with him after the Kansas State win. And so I sent that image to Manjack, texted it to him. And he told me this after the game, and then he told me this yesterday at practice. I'm never taking any fucking shit from you. I'm like, okay, that's fine. All right, Manjack. We really just did 50 minutes on Mexican food. I think we talked basketball at some point.
Hey, man, if you come here for something different, right?
Yeah,
exactly, man.
And if you just want the highlights, you know what I'm saying? Everybody's smart enough to read the book.
We spit that real shit, man. That's what we do. Tonight, the real shit was just Mexican food, man. That's what it was.
Hey, man, this is just the way it goes, behind the scenes. Y'all wanted the inside look of what goes down. This is kind of the way it goes.
Last thing off topic, top 3 steakhouses.
Say that again?
Last thing off topic, top 3 steakhouses.
Everywhere? Anywhere?
Yeah.
Just that you in Houston.
So I like the Killian Steakhouse, but I have a real sweet spot for Ruth Chris. Like I go to Ruth Chris twice or three times a month. Uh, I have a great waitress. She knows what she's doing.
The huge.
Staff knows what she's doing. Yeah, great cocktails. Uh, just and Cajun. So that's
Mm.
my place. That's where I like going. But I understand if people like other things.
Mine is Del
I mean,
Frisco's. Del Frisco's has a soft place in my heart, man.
Can I tell you? I stopped going to Del Frisco's. They had a bacon and jalapeno mac and cheese, and I don't like mac and cheese, but that bacon and jalapeno mac and cheese was legit, and they took it off the menu. I don't need to go
That's,
back there.
that
Boo.
sounds elite. Towns, this is something that I expect you to thrive in this conversation.
Oh well, the one that stands out more because it was a place I used to go all the time was the Palm. Me and my first boss would do the Palm on, I think it was like Thursdays, and it was a $20 special for filet and filet, dessert, and a salad. It's like, can't beat it. I mean, every Thursday for like 2 years.
Towns, I can't lie. I just love how you analytically talk about everything. Whether it's food, basketball, it is just such a.
What the fuck was analytical about that?
It's just like it's the boom. It's just so just like.
I got reasons.
He breaks it down the same way. Like
That's
it's
right.
It's yeah, man. I appreciate that about you.
And
Consistency.
what's the place right across from Minute Maid? I hadn't been there in years now.
It was the hotel, the inn at the ballpark, and they had damn, I just lost it. It's not Papa's Brothers, but yeah,
Kim
Vic
Song.
and Anthony's. Thank you, John. Vic and Anthony's.
Yeah, that was
right across from the
that was
ballpark.
my go-to. That was my favorite.
It's good.
Outback.
I'm going to tell
Roadhouse?
you something about my guy Towns. Towns' favorite steak is the free one. And
True.
we went to Vegas a few years ago, and I got kind of hot immediately when we got there. Just nuts. Just a couple $1,000 win here, a couple $1,000 win there. And I made the mistake of saying, "Hey, Towns, I'm going to take you for a steak tonight." And he got the biggest brontosaurus bird. He had a tomahawk over each shoulder.
That boy got a calf leg.
And it was freaking awesome.
Yeah, it was a good meal. More so for you. But then he takes the entire salt shaker and just hams it all over the steak, which might be why the medical issues have arisen.
But I'm paying for it 15 years. Or how long ago was that?
8? No, 10. It was 10. That trip was 10 years ago. We had gone to BYU in 2014. Now I'm going Vegas, then BYU.
Safer.
This year. Yeah, the other way.
What was that? Was it Canelo fight? Canelo and Mayweather that weekend that we were in Vegas?
I do not know that.
Triple G.
And that's tough.
It was a Triple G fight. That's what it was.
That's tough.
Yeah, the place was getting real freaking dangerous at around 12:30, 1 o'clock. Thank God I'm old and just went to bed.
Iron Mike back in action.
You're also
this Friday.
6'5".
I don't even want to see that.
Yeah. Maestro's not great. Perry's not great.
I fuck with the Perrys.
Yeah.
Steak and eggs. Now we're talking. I have eggs with pretty much everything. Zach.
The one thing I will say about Brad is there is depth. A lot of depth.
Ryan, you fucked up, bro.
No, it happens.
Oh, man. God is great, man. Gee, what's the biggest tab you ever...
Galen doesn't pay for meals.
That's cap. The biggest tab I paid at Del Frisco's was probably like
$28.
it was about $300. About 300, man. Yep. Like, good night though. Great night.
That's lovely. Okay, let's do our final thoughts and get out of here. I gotta go catch a plane. The beautiful Tucson, Arizona. I'm getting a steak tomorrow night in Tucson.
Well, Ryan, how you get your steak?
What do you mean?
Like,
Oh,
they ask
medium
how to-
rare.
how- yeah, you look
Yeah.
like you just want them just hand it to you.
I'm not. That's called Pittsburgh rare. I'm not a fan of that.
Mm.
I
Medium.
used to have a buddy that we would. There was this bar we used to get 50-cent drinks, and we'd get hungry all of a sudden. I don't know why.
That
and
had to be.
we
in
would go-
the 80s.
No, it was 10 years ago. It was this
Oh.
crazy little place. But he would get his, like, they would put it on and then put it, and then he would eat it. And no, not for me. But medium rare is really good.
Towns. What about you?
Medium rare.
Yeah, he'll do the same.
I prefer it a little bit more than a little longer than medium rare, but you know,
I'm black.
it's
Really.
we noticed.
Oh,
you mean your steak?
That's crazy.
Medium rare. No, I don't want it as red. Like when you get a ribeye and you get close to the bone, it starts getting really red in there. Not a fan of that.
Rare plus, maybe.
Yeah. Well,
Wow.
Hi,
you don't
everybody
want to
behind
taste
you.
the meat. You want to taste the salt. And Galen, you like it. You like it cooked.
Hey man, I haven't had much salt lately.
I like my medium plus. So in between medium well and medium. I'm working my way down, man. I'm gonna get there.
It took me a while to get there too.
Yeah. I'm gonna get there. I remember my first steak though was well done, tire-esque.
Oh yeah.
Shit, I was chewing it forever. Never did that. Yeah, it was over with for that. For sure.
Me and my college roommate used to destroy meat
Yeah.
back in the day. That sounded terrible.
Hey, yo.
Good Lord. Back that out.
It's a family program.
Cut that out. That went out of control.
Hey, calm down. That was sinister what you just said, brother. That was crazy.
You know what Towns does? Towns yearns for meat.
Ryan's trying to get some of the havoc off his back, man. That's funny. I yearn for you.
No, we would have terrible steaks and overcook them.
It was about the experience, though, man. It was about the experience.
Jamal, when they went to, I think it was Del Frisco's with Mattress Mac a year and a half ago, I asked him right after, like the day after, like, how did you get your steak cooked? And he's like, well done. I'm like, why would you? And he's like, no blood for me. It can't have any blood. It's got to be completely well done. And I asked other guys, and they're like, well, how did Ryan Elvin, how did he get his cooked? Oh, that's how I got mine. They have they're steak illiterate, and that hurt me. I just want to take them all.
When I was in school, so was I.
Mm.
I mean,
I grew up in a trailer park, and I know how to get my
steak for me
done.
was fucking bonanza, dude.
Galen has no concept of bonanza. There is still bonanzas out there. I had one in.
What about a Ryan's Family Steakhouse?
No, that was terrible. But Bonanza.
Bonanza was phenomenal.
I loved Bonanza. There was one in Starkville that I went to a few years ago, and in West Memphis. And I looked for it when we went to Memphis for the first 2 rounds of the tournament this year. I looked for it, and they didn't have it anymore. Oh, and
telltale sign.
Well, no, Galen, they're terrible.
No, they're great.
Sizzler, yeah. Western Sizzler.
Sizzler.
Trail Dust, yeah. Trail Dust, man, that was a place to go. See, I'm from Mesquite, and Mesquite's known for the World Championship Texas Rodeo, and they had Trail Dust right next to it. So that was Mesquite Friday night was the rodeo, and then Trail Dust. Got to slide down the big ass slide and have really, really rough food. But it tasted
What
good.
a great story.
Oh, shout out Towns, man. You're a good man. You're a good man, Towns.
All right.
Good times, man.
Bradley
got-
Towns.
We're off till next Friday.
Yep,
Good game.
the
Good bounce
22nd.
back. Good bounce back. Everybody got the purge, and guys got to go out and have fun. They get to just let it rip. I like what I saw. I like what I saw. I want to see more of it and just keep on improving, keep getting better.
That's all you got?
That's
Okay,
all for me.
That's fair. That's fair. Galen, what did you think about what you saw?
Much of the same. I felt like the guys who needed to be aggressive and kind of hunt opportunities more, they did that. So, like it's not really much to say, you know. I'm just glad that Big J, he was looking more decisive, more aggressive, and then obviously this break coming up is probably going to be good for him, just so he can, you know, get time to rest and heal. So,
Sorry? About 3 minutes.
I was rudely interrupted by non-playing, but yeah. So I'm just looking forward to just
Sorry,
seeing
I
our
got
guys.
they wanted to know if
next
I was
outing.
getting out of here. They wanted me out of the
Yeah.
way.
Yeah,
So
but
my final thoughts are you had 5 guys in double figures, another at 9 points, another 8 points, another at 7 points.
balanced scoring.
Balance. Yep.
Mhm.
And things are great. You have Hofstra on the 22nd, and you got a football game Friday night. Football game that U of H can win. U of H can go to 5-5. It absolutely can happen.
Mhm.
Crazy things. Crazy
Things, but I'm telling you, I think this team is going in the right direction. And I'm going to say this: Willie Fritz
Good
was so
leadership.
loose at practice this week, and he has not been that way since he got here.
Ain't it crazy how you can just tell, like you can, like the demeanor, how you can just sense it, you know, like you could just. That's good, man. That's
You
good
can.
coaching.
I've
That's
seen
good.
it in the players; their demeanor has gotten better, and then you're seeing the coaching. You know, they're still matter of fact. Willie gave a pointer in punt team that we can talk about maybe Friday night. Maybe my favorite coaching moment I've ever experienced. But there you go. Believe in Willie is what I'm seeing.
Yeah,
Winning.
for sure. But it's like once he get his once he gets his culture established with this program, he'll probably be a lot more relaxed because it's kind of like the same thing with Coach Sampson. It's like he was like, I'd much rather coach you guys after you lose than after you win, because after you win, you guys don't be hearing shit that I say. But after you lose, I got your undivided attention, and you're willing to be able to learn. So it's just, yeah, coach. It's those guys, those old school guys, man. They just have a way of making shit work and figuring shit out. So no doubt in my mind.
Okay.
Damn.
Galen, you have a conflict the night of the Hofstra game. I think you have a game that night. So we'll figure it out. If you're here, you're here. If you're not, you're not.
Yeah, I ain't last I forget when it was last year, but I was doing the show before my game, and I miscalculated my alarm, and I was late to film, and I got fined, but I was like, fuck it, we did GoCoogs, baby, that's it, fuck it.
All right, Star Pizza, wine and pasta specials tomorrow. World famous all you can eat buffet on Friday. Go check it out.
Y'all better.
Thank y'all so much. We'll
See
y'all
everybody Friday
Friday
night.
night. Yep.
Friday night.
All right. Later.